Welcome to another amazing video of the Vapor Fantastics! Like a clam bake in Tennessee. Okay, not really. But anyway, today's review is about this Gigue tank. I don't know if you can see it. Whoa! Let's see if we can get it zoomed in there. There it is. Okay, so it's about this Gigue tank. And it's the Dolphin, which is a ceramic coil based hybrid tank. And I've been using this tank for about a week now, so it's kind of a slothy type thing. It takes a while, you know, you gotta like draw it in. Alright, hey, thanks. Let's take it to the bench. Okay, here we are on the bench with the Gigue tank, and this is it in the package. Now, I am trying a different type of view with the camera, and I'm trying some things with camera, so forgive me if this kind of turns out a little funny. But this is the package, and as you can see, it just comes apart. We'll just kind of get rid of that. And it comes with this really nice, very nice unit, how it's all put together. It says, like, you know, it tells you about the Dolphin and how to change the cotton on the back, and it's like got this little three-dimensional or two-dimensional barcode, so you can tell that it's authentic and all that stuff. And then it shows you about the top filling and how to actually do the top filling. But very nice unit, very nice box. So we're just kind of take it apart here. We've got some pieces that came out. No big deal. This is the tank itself, and as you can see, it's a very well crafted. It's a beautiful tank. It has 3 airflows, one here, and one here. It says Dolphin right there. It has like little pictures of dolphins. I'm not sure if you can see them, but little pictures of dolphins everywhere. It's kind of got this glass tip. So you can take the glass tip off, or you can put it on, or you can take the whole unit off and put like a completely different deal in there if you want to. We're just going to kind of set these aside for a minute so that I can show you how to fill it. So what you do is you basically pull this, see how I pulled it off? It just pulls up like that. And then inside you can see this little arrow. And the little arrow kind of tells you which direction to push it. So you just kind of push it that way. And then here is, if you can see that, there's the fill right there. So it's basically just a matter of sticking your little deal in there. Let's put this down so I can grab a dropper really quick, so I can kind of show you how this works. So what you do is you would stick your dropper into the unit like that and fill it. Let's see if I can get it to, there we go. So just kind of stick it in there and fill it. One of the problems I found with that is that sometimes you accidentally plug off that hole entirely, and this little hole right here. And then what happens is you build up pressure in the tank, just air pressure from the fluid actually going into it, and it kind of comes out and it goes all over the place, so it's kind of a pain. It's kind of messy. But that's how the system goes together. The coil unit is built right inside of it. It comes out like so. And there's the coil unit. I just know I'm going to make a mess with this. So here's the coil unit, and it's got this piece on there, and there is, as you can see, there is the ceramic coil itself. And so what you would do with this ceramic coil is you would get another one of these. This is the only thing that this is this is just the cotton, and you just kind of stick it on there like that up against that little plastic piece. Wish we could get this to focus properly. Anyway, you just slide this down, hopefully. Just kind of slides right on there. My phone's making sound. Please forgive my phone for making sound. So there it is. And then this old stuff, you just take it out and toss it, throw it away. I'm going to put it over there for a second. It's kind of a mess. And then you just basically would put these two pieces back together. Gotta wipe my hands off. Okay, it does come with a pre-built coil, which is a nickel coil. See if we can get it to focus here. Just a regular nickel coil. It's kind of like Aspire-like. I'm not really sure if it would fit like an older Aspire, but it obviously doesn't have the threads at the top of it, so that would not work in like a Triton or a regular Aspire tank. And then it does come with this glass. It comes with a spare glass, which is really cool, and then some O-rings and things, so that should you ever need to replace or fix your tank, should it ever leak, here's all the parts to do that, which really makes it very nice. So there you go, you have it. I'm not going to put it back together right now at this very moment. We'll see it later on. Put it all back together. That's the tank. See ya. And we're back. I have to admit, I was really hoping that this tank, this Gigue tank, would be really awesome. There was a lot of hype about it, and Gigue worked diligently to affirm that the problems of the earlier models was resolved, and that this tank was a titan in the field. It was like a giant, huge thing was coming out. Now, I used the tank on various settings and used several types of juices to ensure that the results of my test were comprehensive and they held merit. I found the ceramic coil to perform pretty well. I mean, it didn't necessarily remove the incidence of like a burned taste, because I did get burned taste from time to time. But it was pretty simple. You just put a new wick in it and you were good to go. But then again, the funny part was it certainly didn't make some of those really gross juices I have sitting around for a while, didn't make them taste any better at all. They're still gross. I quickly got used to the slow draw. It takes a long time to draw that in as those coils heat up. I kind of called it my Texas vape for a while. This is my Texas vape right here. See it? It's right here in your face. Can you see it? Oh, wait. It's not even going to leak. Wah! I'm just going to keep doing that until it goes crazy. The flavor of the flavor that the coils actually produce is about average for a ceramic coil. It's simply just, it doesn't perform any better than like a standard pre-built coil or an alien wire dripper. Because I got to try one of those. Thanks, Mike. Shout out to you, buddy. That was sweet. All right, overall, I did like the unit. I like the fact that the coils last virtually forever. I mean, they just go on and on and on, at least in the realm of coil and coil technology. And I super like the design features. Those were certainly, talking points when they discussed designing this tank, and the design was just impeccable. I really liked it. I also liked the airflow. Things that I didn't like about the tank was the actual flavor that it produced and the amount of time that it takes to pull a vape. It just, after a while, I mean, you get used to it pretty fast, but after a while, and I'm kind of a busy guy, and sometimes I like to just pull a quick one and go. I couldn't do that. I had to like hold on to it while I was walking outside, and then, or walking to the register, and then be like, oh, okay, shh. By then it was heated up several seconds. So time for the big three. Durability. What are we looking at for durability? With the upper ring, like we talked about, with this upper ring here, it does get loose. And then this section of, and you can see the little thing there. Come on, focus. Focus. Okay, so with that being kind of, it is kind of loose, and then this thing here kind of just comes right off. You know, it is kind of sloppy the way that it performs, and then after the first few fills, you know, it's pretty bad. But that whole ceramic coil thing, I really had to think hard about this number, and I settled on a solid, let me think, 6. I gave this a 6, and I gave it a 6 for a reason. Even though there are a few issues with the fill and the EDV, you know, the everyday vapor can exercise enough caution to make this thing last for quite a while. And so I think that, you know, I haven't really had any issues, and I'm not really worried about this unit just coming apart and me losing parts for it, because I'm gonna, you know, make sure that I keep it, take care of it. I take care of it. I'm like running out of words to say. Wait, there you go. Okay, innovation. This unit is absolutely filled with innovation, new ideas, concepts. We've never even seen these before in the market. It's just amazing how much that they actually thought about putting into this particular unit. You know, I had to give it a 10. Absolutely a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Had to give it a 10 because it deserves at least a 10. The all-new airflow system, ceramic coil design, replaceable everything. You can replace everything on this. The dual-purposed, the hybrid and standard coils, because you can put your standard coils in there, you can put hybrid coil in there, which is the ceramic. The layered drip tip, totally cool-looking slide. I mean, the thing we were just talking about, where you could just, you know, slide the piece. That was totally cool. It's totally different than what you find anywhere else in the vape world. Now the big question, would I put this tank in my store? And that's another story altogether. Even though I truly like a whole lot of stuff about this tank, I think it's still a ways from being perfect. There are plenty of reasons to carry a tank like this, and plenty of reasons not to carry a tank like this in my store. I find myself rather perplexed, and when I get that way, I have to think about the customer. It's always think about the customer. And I probably would not carry this tank in my store. It's right kind of in the middle. But, you know, with the premium tanks pushing clouds like a dripper, and name brands, they're chasing temp control, multi-mode stainless steel, ceramics, Kenthal Prebuilts, just everything you can imagine. With all that going on, a pure hybrid will find it very difficult to cut a hole in this market without stellar performance, without just absolutely outdoing everyone else or outshining everyone else in its genre, in its field, where it is on that playing field. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you like what you saw, subscribe. And as always, you can find us over the net. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, you name it, Vine. We even do some Vines. You see me like, ah, and then, you know, ah, on my scooter, because I have a scooter. That thing is so cool. It's like one of those little electronic things with the 2 wheels. You know, it's great. And mine does not catch on fire. Big thing. You can also check us out at cleanervapors.com and cleanervaporsblog.com for if you want more information about who we are and what we do. So don't forget, subscribe. Bye. Really? You want to see a circle? An O? Okay, I can do that.